I'm back. It's good. So, I just want to talk a little bit today about the difference between 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, and so on and so forth. You know, I remember when we had our first son, my husband was so paranoid about everything. My child eating dirt, or, oh, is my son going to get electrocuted if he puts his finger in here, or, you know, make sure we have dual safety, awesome, amazing gates everywhere. And as it goes on, you have more kids. I mean, you still take proper precautions, but you're not as, attentive, I guess, about it all. You know, your first kid eats dirt and you sterilize their mouth, and you're in the bathroom rubbing alcohol down their throat, and then, you're taking them to the hospital, and you're like, oh, crap. And, your second kid does it, and you rinse out their mouth, and you're like, oh, good enough. And your third kid does it, and you're like, there's a lot of nutrients in soil. Do I really have to cook a meal tonight? So there's things like that where you're a lot less picky about things. You learn to let things go, be less hard on yourself, be, less fussy about if you have to give your kid a bottle. But I never really realized how it went in other areas too. So my first was walking at 10 months, crawling at 6 months, and my second was walking at 12 months one day and crawling, I think, at 10 months. So older, but still not way older. And my last little boy was, he's 14 months old. And I mean, still, it's not crazy old, but it's when my 10-month-old took his first steps, we're like, oh! And then, when the last one does it, you're excited, and you're like, man, that's a lot older. And so tonight we're on Skype talking to Nana and Papa, my youngest, who is almost 16 months old. At the end of the conversation, he's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's kissing! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. He's never done that before. Yeah, my oldest did it when he was 6 months. And I'm like, man, really off the ball. When this poor little gaffer's born, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, you used the potty and you're 17. So, note to self, I really gotta get on that whole, maybe work a little more on encouragement. Yeah, it's pretty crazy though, right? So, it's really good. Yeah. So I'm still really learning how to do this YouTube thing. I don't really know how the subscriptions work. Sometimes I was getting comments and I couldn't see them. And then I had to go to the desktop version and approve them. So I obviously need a lesson in this YouTubing thing. But so far it's been pretty fun. Gotten quite a few views. And I'm looking forward to sharing more interesting stories with y'all. My husband today, before he went to work, I was like, so did you watch my YouTube video? And he's like, yeah, that was pretty funny when you talked about the train. I'm like, what did you think about the rest of it? And he's like, well, I didn't think it was funny when you talked about my snowmobile. Yeah, it's pretty mad. So we probably should not talk about the snowmobile or the time that my child accidentally poured gas into the tractor, which was diesel. But you knew about that already, so fine. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, I just been really thinking about like, how's it gonna be for this baby? So I think I'm gonna go and get a journal and start to write more things down so I remember them, because I'm really forgetful. But yeah, that's about it today. You know, I'm really tired. Had a friend come over for a visit, which was nice. Drank some coffee. Had a good visit. The kids played. They went outside. We went on the swings. Ate some breakfast. Ate some lunch. And I made supper. So I'm really on the ball today. So now I'm going to have to clean a little bit. And once the kids are like out cold, they need to be out cold, because every time I run the tub, they hear. And even like 2 a.m, if they're just not like in that deep, deep sleep cycle, and it's like, huh? Bath? And they start stripping, and I'm like, no. So I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while, which is wash this grease bucket hair of mine. Even though my oldest still keeps telling me how awesome I look, I probably should look a little more presentable for when I bring my child to pre-K. So, yeah, I don't know. That's about all I had to say today. You know, it's a pretty chill day. Boys were fighting a lot, though. 3-year-old and getting into everything. My 2-year-old hit a set of keys again. My 1-year-old got into the cat food and ate it. But it's cool because he's not my first. So cat food won't hurt him. Right? So, yeah, have a good night. I'm just going to finish my coffee here. Maybe watch an adult show on Netflix. And by adult, I don't mean a porno. I mean something other than Curious George, which I'm so sick of. Or Pokemon. I love playing Pokemon on my phone and catching Pokemon because it kind of just gives me something to do. And actually, my 2-year-old and 3-year-old know how to play and they catch things for me. But I don't like watching it. So, okay, I hear someone. So I need to pretend I'm sleeping. And I can't do that if I'm talking. So, keep it real. Keep having fun out there, moms. You know. And remember, there's always a worse mom out there than you. So, you don't have to feel like you gotta be perfect.